Good morning, everyone. Guys, I'm sharing a screen once again. Okay. So we'll move to your property. Here we have inferential. At some points, you have to write some code somewhere. So take a decision based on that. Means p value is greater than alpha. We do not reject. Okay, start your this one. Keep it up. Meanwhile, I will search for your 30.
So is file uploaded in Drive?
No, you have to write this one. Plus, you also have to do a small revision for yourself. Guys, we have done Poisson. We have done binomial. Okay. We have negative is not there for you now. Geometric we have done. Okay. Only 3 lines you have to write, guys. Start your new page. You know how to write the codes. Write this one. For every cell, I'll give you 1 minute. 7 cells, 7 minutes. What do you write? Guys, do not write this sentence. If you can see, if you open binomial, same example you have solved. You just have to write the code.
Sir, completed.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Scroll up. So do you want me to?
We have to only write a code now.
Yes, only the code.
Okay.
Completed, sir. Completed, sir.
This is the last one. I have to explain this. Now, guys, we done probability distribution. Open this one. Let me arrange this myself. Distribution. Just give me a second. Let me close this all. There's 1 second. Huh? Let me arrange the topic wise. Inferential probability. Guys, meanwhile, log into a drive. I'll keep on sharing the file also. Go to the folder called as FTest. Download this one. Go to the drive. Delete okay. नहीं हो जाएगा आप ओनर हो ना आपसे हो जाएगा अंडर मेरे को किया है तो FTest ना done. I uploaded. Guys, read your distribution. Can you give me a book? Okay. Guys, read your binomial one. I'll ask the question for you. Because solving over here is very simple. Okay. Example solve नहीं किया था then we done treatment दो दिन एक दिन लेट है अच्छा geometry distribution okay guys read the binomial one question Okay. In your discrete distribution, we have just done for you as your binomial, Poisson, geometric. 3. In your syllabus, you just have 3. Okay. Read one time binomial. I'll give you 3 minutes. 1 minute for binomial, when to use, when not to use. You have to read like this way. 1 minute for Poisson, 1 minute for geometric. So you have 3 to 4 minutes, read, and then I will pick up any random person to give the answer. Anyone can give the elements access, which you have total count. I just want to see. Mouse switch मत कीजिए ना. Guys, you have done uniform distribution also, no? Not yet.
No, sir.
Not an issue. I'm just confirming.
एरिया अंदर कर्व और ज्योमेट्रिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन
ये अंदर तो कब पड़ा? वो नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का. वो डिफरेंट है. Guys, done? Guys, done for you, or should I repeat? Then the binomial when to use. Means you've done all three?
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, in a particular question, like how we have to choose randomly numbers, like will be given, or
Randomly numbers means not getting a point, please.
in the question, like they'll be giving the numbers like 5, 4, 8, like that randomly, or we have to choose.
Which number? Means, can you elaborate more, please?
So, for example, if in earlier notes you have mentioned, one example was there, no, sir, hospital record showed that patient.
Okay.
In that, they didn't mention any samples numbers like.
No, it's they mention. It is mentioned, you can read.
Hospital record showed that the patient from a certain disease is 75% die of it. What is the probability that has 6 randomly samples?
How many patients they have? 6 now.
6. So,
Got the point?
but sir, in execution, they use binom.pmf of 4602 0.2.
You don't have to go to coding. I'm saying you read the theory. We'll come back to coding. Coding I will teach you.
Okay, sir.
You just have to read when to use which method.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Could you please explain one more time? Like I was not well that day, so I didn't.
Not an issue. We are just doing a basic first probability distribution. We have to solve on pen paper. Okay. Now, same thing we are doing in Python. Because you have examination of stats in Python.
Okay.
I not started anything. I just have given to read the theory part.
Okay.
Okay, shall I start? Now, Kiran, can you tell me when to use binomial distribution? Kiran, are you there?
Yes, sir.
When to use binomial?
When to use with?
The question remains same, guys. The students, when to use binomial? Probability of success and failure. So remember, when we have success and failure, that time we use probability. Point number 1, which is binomial. Second, as per the question, our hospital record show that a patient from certain disease, 75% die of it. Probability of dying is 0.75. Success is 0.25. So here you can say, guys, this writing for your confidence 0.25. And for failure is how much? 0.75. What is the probability of 6 randomly selected patients? How many patients were selected? 6. Out of 6, what is the chance? 4 will recover.
4.
Same example we have solved, guys. So here in Python, when you write the formula, we have to say from SciPy, I want to do stats, importing function, binom, which I want to do binomial. I want to do Poisson. I want to do whichever techniques you want to do, you have to specify that way. If you want to do geometric, you have to write that one, and so on. First, I run this code. Hypergeometric, you don't have in a syllabus, guys. I will remove that. Next, I say in binom, we have PMF. PMF means probability mass function. Remember, we done less than 2. We call CDF. We combine all. Okay. PMF means for exact value. First, we write value of X. If you want to understand how we have to frame this question, how should we write? Question plus code. This will be options. How to write. So first you write value of X. Then you write how many N we have. Then probability. Cross check, guys, are you getting the same answer?
Yes. 0.032.
So when this question is given, you have to identify, I have to use binomial. And you have to select this function in examination. In exams, you will have this question you have to solve. Don't do in pen paper. If you're getting confused for yourself, first write NPQ. If getting confused. Second, this example also we have solved. A manufacturer of mattresses.
Yes.
Find an average. 12% is success. What is the value of P? 0.12. Okay. What is the probability that 10 piston will contain? So value of N is 10. No more than 2 reject. Means not more than 2. There can be 0 reject, 1 reject, 2 reject. Clear? Now is the way of solving, guys. This is also possible. I can say binom, PMF. First value of X is 0. N value 10. Probability 0.1. What is the value of X? Compare with the manual, guys. You have done 1 by 1 for 0. Now what I'm doing? 0 for 1 and for 2. What is the total answer? Sum of all.
0.8911.
So this PMF means for single. When I do CDF, CDF full form is cumulative. You just we write up to 2. Means we'll compute for 0, we compute for 1, we'll compute for 2 also. Cumulative means also do addition. N and P. It is your opinion, guys. Do manual or do all in one. Clear? For at least 2 reject, I have done 1 minus. This you have not solved. Have you solved this one also? At least 2 reject we have done. Same answer, guys. Cross check.
So,
Yes, please.
in theory part, we take Q is 0.88.
Correct. Here
What
also we
is
take
this?
same, but we don't write over here.
Okay.
The Python say we just require P. I don't require Q. So we cannot write. Guys, any question can ask, please. Easy. Can I say solving in pen paper consume time? If you do in software, it's a second. But to do in software, we should understand what is P, what is X, what is Q. That understanding has to be very clear. That's why we have done first in pen paper, then in software. No clear, guys? Okay.
So,
Next.
1
Yes.
minute.
Yes, sure.
Actually, from where we got the values, sir, in binomial, as we took values, n is equal to p.
Can you
First,
read from your?
hospital one, sir. 4, 6, and 0.25.
So your question is what? From where we get or how we write?
From where we get, sir. I mean, the
Can you
value.
read the question over here?
Hospital records show that patient from certain disease 75%.
People who die are failure, no?
Yes, sir.
Success will be how much?
Okay, remaining 25%.
Okay. What is the probability of? How many patients we select?
6.
N will become 6.
Okay.
Out of 6, how many we want to recover?
4.
Got the point?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Question answer equal, that's why that P is 20.
Yes.
It was die, that P was 70.
75. So we do binomial only for success. We don't find for failure. Shall I move forward, Anisha, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, guys, we have Poisson distribution. Shubham, when to use Poisson distribution? When we have time interval, okay, and when events are unknown. Okay. So here I've written the question. Suppose P is a number of cars per minute passing through a certain junction. So there is a car passing through the road. Yes. No, they went. Now there are different people certain. One minute, everyone. tomorrow your in-class will be released for you plus assessment. Okay, so you have to come to the class. I'll be there. And please, Shubham, Kiran, please come to the class. Okay.
Yeah, sir, I will be there.
Shubham, you have already taken absentees for some week. Don't be like, go to online. Possible, come to the class. Okay. Yes. Moving forward, guys, Poisson distribution is used when we have a time frame data. So here we have a car passing through a road junction between 5 p.m. Or if you want, guys, I can make between 4 to 5 p.m. Simple way. P has Poisson distribution with mean 3. Now, guys, to solve on pen paper, okay, what we required? P of x, e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x upon x factorial. This is the formula made by the scientists. So here we found lambda value as 3. Always keep a habit, if you're not clear, write like this way. I also, when I was a statistician moving from stats to business, we first write what is given. It becomes easy for you to write. And then what is the probability of observing less than 3 cars? Less than 3 numbers means 0, 1, 2. This is less than 3. Agree? During any given time interval, here we have time frame. So now, guys, we have to compute for 0, compute for 1, compute for 2. Now, I'll ask you a question. When to use CDF and when to use PMF? PMF is for 6-1. Specific one. Let's say PMF. Let's say 0, comma this. Anisha, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Anisha, you are one of the best student of online because you ask every question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So here I check for 0, I check for 1, and I check for 2. So we get answer as 0.42, which is 42%. Same way, I either do 1 by 1 or do by automate using CDF. So first we write value of x, then we write lambda parameter. Compare the answer, guys. Check with your book. So guys, answer is match. Why I do answer match for you? So tomorrow you solve any example. So you should be confident that pen paper may be solve hota hai. In pen paper answer, software answer always be accurate. So when you go to office, never do software and paper. This happens. This happens with everyone. If person does not belong to stat domain, he comes from different domain. So he don't know the concept. He know how to write the code in Python. He write the code, he get the answer. So Bill is confident, then he starts solving in pen paper. So this people do. One of my manager, he's a gold medalist in stats. 12 years experience. He forget the formulas. But he knows the concept and the business. So he write the code. At a certain point, he gets stuck at one point. बहुत basic था, बहुत simple था, but he gets stuck. कि आया कैसे? Code I have written, but how it comes, how it's compute. Then I solve it because that time I was a student. I solve it, हाँ ऐसे होता है. So this solving backend have no value, but it's increase your confidence. Coding is solution which you give to the company. Okay. Next, Anisha, can you tell me what is the value over here for X? What is the value over here for Y? Read this and tell me.
Yes,
Let me change 1 second. Let me. Can you read and tell me what is X, what is lambda over here? And Shantanu, you have to give.
So lambda is 4.
Lambda is called what? Prior, what is it? How we define the lambda value? Nisha, can you read from you? Lambda is nothing but
Mean.
mean. So here also, do we have anywhere mean?
No, sir.
Average is also called mean now.
5 is lambda.
याद आया? Average को भी mean बोलते हैं. What is the lambda value now, Nisha?
5, sir.
5. Great. So do we have time frame, guys, over here? Yes. Time frame given indication we have to use Poisson. What is the probability you have to find? Find the probability that there will be less than 4 penalty. Less than 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3. Now my question to you, Shantanu, should I use PMF or should I use CDF? Why CDF? What CDF do? It's do cumulative for 0 to 3. Perfect. So 3, 5. Cross check the answer, guys. 26.5. Same. Next. Vallabh and Yogesh. Tell me when to use geometric distribution. So then you have to find from the event first axis. Okay. What is the formula for geometric distribution, Yogesh?
One minus p raised to x minus 1.
1 minus p raised to x minus 1 upon p. Okay. So guys, same example I have taken. A European roundlet has 18 red slot, 18 black slot, 1 green. Total we have 37 slot. Okay. It is reasonable to assume that the ball is equally likely to land in any of the 37 slot. When you throw a ball, it may land anywhere. What is the probability that the first time ball come on the red slot? So probability of red is 18 by 37. Okay. Occur on 5th spin. So first time you do, you fail. Second time, fail. Third time, fail. Fourth time, fail. Fifth time you get success, 1. So n value is 1. How many times you fail? 4. Clear? Cross check the answer. So guys, if you see everywhere we find probability for success only. We never find for failure. This answer given from Kiran and Ragini.
Yes, sir.
Read this one. Tell me what you understand. What is the value of P, Ragini? Kiran?
P is, here they give 30%. So we
Perfect.
convert it into 0.3.
0.3, perfect, right? Then if adult from a population are selected, means you're picking any one adult, what is the probability that 6%, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people you already pick up. But when you pick up the 6th one, you get first person who received the training. How many times we fail, guys? 5 times. How many times we get success? 1 time. Cross check the answer.
So x is 6. 0.050.
Guys, there's a concept called uniform distribution which has to be covered. Okay, write this one. One second. Huh? Let me open first full notes of starts. Anyone have my book which I've given you? My textbook? Who has?
I have that book.
Okay,
That book I have.
not an issue. Guys. Write this one. That is example.
Sir, which you showed earlier under uniform distribution, we shouldn't write that.
Under uniform distribution, I'm giving example. Just give me a second.
Okay, sir. मतलब कोड कुछ भी
कोड नहीं लिखना है आपको, पहले एग्जांपल सॉल्व करना है पेन पेपर पे, देन यू विल डू. वो मेरी बुक में देखे नहीं, तो वो तो बेटर है. How should I give you the question? Guys, 1 second, I'm just finding something on Google only. Guys, read this one, guys. वो मुझे ओपन की stop writing this. Sorry, you don't have in discrete one, you have in continuous one. Stop writing this one. Sorry, my mistake. If you remember, we have done normal distribution also.
No,
You
sir.
don't have in discrete, you have in continuous.
Yes, sir.
Guys, one second. System. Guys, 1 second, I'm sharing a screen. Write this one. Write normal distribution online students. What is the example you have written for normal, guys? For normal distribution. No, I make you write later if you can see. We have solved this type of example. Guys, just cross check. You have solved this type of example. Then we'll further move. We have done height of the students. Read the normal distribution, guys. Just one time read normal distribution. लिखा हुआ है Bernoulli is a higher version of binomial. Same ही है. What is the answer you get for the first one? Do you have solution? Can you give me? आपने सॉल्व किया है किसी ने? The first one is 27.3. Second one is for 150. How much is for second one, guys? Point 158. I'm just adding an example over here. Write this one. You just have to write this example. The height of the students, same example we have written, you just have to write the formulas. Guys, just write the formulas which we have on screen. Done. This is the code one. You do not have to write the question, guys. I will share this file with you. You just have to write the code. It's I'm maintaining proper for you. In the second example, guys, what is the mean value? 40,000 now. Standard deviation and value of X. For the next one. Three examples we have solved. In my case, I have two. Third example also we have solved. What is the question for that? Can you give me that question, please? He is also not written. Have you written the proper question? Can you give me anyone? Standard deviation is 40 or 4. Perfect. Standard deviation बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं दिया हमने. X is 100. Mean X will remain 100 now. Guys, moving to the normal distribution. Okay. So normal distribution is used a basic identification when the mean and standard deviation is given. That time we use normal. Point number one. Second, it's give you the chances of finding sample. Here, if you can say the height of students in XYZ college follows normal distribution. Sometimes they specify name, sometimes not. If they don't specify, mean variance is given. Height as 155, average deviation of 5 centimeter. Find the chance at a height of randomly chosen student. So guys, here we are becoming only one student, not many. Will exceed more than 158. So your value of X 158, LOC means your mean, scale means your standard deviation. More than one, we have done 1 minus over here. If you're getting confused, guys, you can make a diagram on pen paper and then decide 1 minus or not. Less than. I've made this diagram for you for this case also. So always remember for Normal distribution, my suggestion, make a diagram. It's give you the clear picture. Should I do 1 minus or plus or 0.5? In second case, we have to find for value more than 50. So 150. So less than 150, 50. Then we have mean standard deviation. For less than, do not subtract. For more than, subtract. So get 15%. Same answer, guys. You can match with your example which we have solved on pen paper.
This command starts only from this.
Ah.
You want this area, 1 minus.
1 minus.
Yeah,
Right.
No.
PMF not required. PMF for exact value. यहाँ पे PDF PMF में होता है, PDF होता है. It is continuous. When it is continuous, PDF. Discrete, PMF. Series we have for cumulative for both. Mostly range. Next, second, I have taken number of employees. A company has 500 employees. Salary normal distributed with average 40,000. Deviation of 6,000. Mean and standard deviation. Suppose a random employee pick up from 500. Means out of 500, you pick up anyone. And that salary is less than 30,000. Remember, less than hai, so we don't have to subtract. Norm.cdf, 30,000, LOC, 600. So 4% chance the person will have salary 30,000. Then we have your normal. Average score 53, deviation 14, and we have to more than 100. It is more than 100, so we do 1 minus. Clear, guys? Easy. There is one more. Here we have something known as uniform distribution. Here you have uniform. Okay. Let's write this formula for the uniform, which compute mean and variance. This formula is made by the scientist. You can see uniform distribution, mean and variance formula. I'll show you the formula over here. See, mean is A plus B divided by 2. A minus B square divided by 12. That is variance. Same thing I've written over here. Write this. Guys, if the value of A is given as 5, the value of B is given as 10, can we solve? This is help us to compute mean and variance. This function, guys, I have made manually to compute mean and variance easy. That's why. Inbuilt function is slightly difficult. So def for define, I want to make uniform. I want A comma B. The A comma B is the parameter. Like for normal distribution, mean and standard deviation is parameter. Here we have A comma B. This is the universal formulas. In return, give me mean and variance. I will solve one example, guys, using this. So write this one. Write this one, guys.
So uniform distribution.
Yes. I'm sharing a screen now, right, everyone? Done. Done. Guys, right, this is the by default formula for uniform, and this is the formula. You just write the formula. Guys, on screen. So uniform distribution is used when we have time interval plus when we have data given in continuous format. Continuous means when we have a range. For example, here say the waiting time at the bus stop is assumed to follow rectangular distribution. So either you call uniform or either you call rectangular. The meaning is same. Over the interval of 5,15. So think like this way. You're standing at the bus stop and the bus can come in 5 minutes and can also come in 15 max. So people who are in Pune, they mostly travel with the bus. So every time can I say you have to wait for the bus only? Anytime happens, you arrive, bus arrive on same seconds. Very rare, but not always. So every person have to go and wait. Okay. So waiting time interval is given. A value is 5 and X value is 50. So minimum you have to wait for 5 minutes, maximum 15. Have you cross-checked? Same way you have to wait, guys, for a bus. B minus 15 minus 5 is how much? Clear? Can you write this? F of x is B minus A. B values A and A values 5 and B values 15. So X is your weighting. Write like this way. Let on screen. Let X be the waiting time at the bus stop. You write like this format. Everyone. Clear guys? Written everyone. So within 10 minutes means guys, minimum how much means we have to wait minimum? Minimum is how much? 5. So can I say X value less than 10? So we write like this way, P of X less than 10. So max to max 10 minutes, minimum 5. F of X dx. What is the value of f of X guys? 0.1. Be on screen. Then I take this value 0.1 separate. This become X 5 by 10. How much? The formula which we use over here is integration of dx minus 1 to plus infinity will remain as x of minus 1 to plus. This is the formula of integration guys we have used. Solve this one. Write this.
Uniform distribution every time is particular.
Yes.
Sir, why we are using f of x dx here? I mean,
This is the formula we have to solve. So uniform is continuous, so we have to follow integration.
okay.
That's the reason. You can copy from here. Can you solve for more than 7 like this way? 8 to 15. It's minimum 7, minimum 8 minutes, maximum 15. I'm getting 0.8. After 7, no? Not at 7. My mistake. Just 7 minutes. Discretely नहीं, sorry. हाँ, my mistake. ये 7 ही होगा. Yeah, mistake है. 7 से start होगा, 15 तक last आएगा. Sorry, my mistake, guys. Discrete case we take fixed number. In continuous we have 7.01 also. Correct. यूज होता है लेकिन हम नहीं करते. Written this one, guys. Do you want me to solve Anisha and explain this?
Sir, got it.
Guys, take a break. Okay. After break, we'll further continue.
Sir, small doubt, please.
Please. Yeah, please continue.
If x is less than 7 also, same scenario we can see?
Yes. 5 to 7. If it is less than. Because
And if
minimum
it is,
take of 5 minutes. That's the reason.
okay.
Any other question, Anisha?
Sir, we use integration of f of x dx now, sir. If it is greater than or less than also, we use same.
Yes, same thing. Integration will not change. Here, when we say greater than 7, so starting 7, go to 15. If I say less than 7, the starting from 5 minutes, max to max 7.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Integration is used because we have continuous case.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt in normal distribution. Once
Yes.
you explain that, please.
Normal distribution. Okay. Yes, say. Yeah, continue. What is the doubt?
Actually, a current concept when you were explaining to normal distribution, I joined after this.
No, I'm not explaining. I'm just comparing the output. Okay, I'll repeat in Python again. Don't worry. Take a break and repeat again.
Okay, sir.
Go to your drive, go to your F folder. Because I'm working on F-test, online students. We're working on F-test. The way we have solved F-test, guys, I have made a function. F-test inbuilt function, which is answer is not coming as per the theory. So we have take a data, we have make a function manually. I'll explain the function. Def define function name F-test. X is one array, Y is another array. We convert data into NP array. We compute variance of X and variance of Y. Then variance of X divided by variance of Y. This cross-check same way we have written or not. So guys, we have taken an example where we have taken data of delivery boys. So I have taken full data instead of working on half data. Okay. So here we first import data using pandas, assign in data. So delivery boy 1 and 2 we have, and we have taken the 20 days data. First I compute mean of both, boy 1 and boy 2. What is the answer? Can you make any conclusion from mean? Here we say performance of delivery by both the boys are same. Okay. Now how F-test work I've written, there is no significant difference between boy 1 and boy 2. H1 I'm saying there is a difference. Okay. I use F-test, guys. It's an inbuilt function which we created. So from data, pick up boy 1. From data, pick up boy number 1. Clear? I put over here in X. Pick up boy number 2, put data in Y. So X we have, I convert to array, and Y we convert to array. Then I compute variance of X and variance of Y. I say X divided by Y will give me F value. You know, degrees of freedom, n minus 1. Then you can compute over here. The way you computed mean, same way you compute data for variance, which is the highest one, 182. So you can write data of boy 2 in first one. So 182, 183 divided by 166 will have F. Degrees of freedom is X minus n minus 1. So X size minus 1, Y size minus 1. From the SciPy, I want to produce stats for F, give me cumulative. The value of F, degrees of freedom using both. In return, give me F value and P value. Now my question to you guys, which data should I write first? Boy 1 or 2? 2. And this will come as your boy 1. See. This is the F value and this is your probability. So what we say, P value is greater than alpha. So we conclude that there is no significant. So we do not reject S0. So either I send boy 1 or boy 2 does not make any difference. Written now? And we take alpha over here as second scenario. I have taken data of 2 different classes and the score. How you perform in 2 different tests, test A and test B. Okay, the class A and class B. Same hypothesis, I just change from boy 1 to boy 2 to class A and class B. First, we always remember you have to compute data to dot where. Without variance, you cannot put the data, guys. Clear? Here it should come as B, here it should come as A. What is the conclusion? We do not reject S0. So there is no difference in both the class. Easy. Guys, this function, you have to create it. Inbuilt function is not giving the reliable answer. That's why I have made the function. Clear? Any question? Now, guys, if you remember, we have done something known as additional theorem. Can you solve additional theorem over here? P of A plus B. So guys, what happened? That is manual. Inbuilt function is not there for any theorem. You have to do manually. For example, let's say you have opened this one. Additional theorem. Okay. And we have solved, I think, one or two examples for this also. This one example we have solved, and this one also. Here you have to write manually in the script. Like, let me show you. Point number 1, we're working on additional theorem. Okay. What is the value? Let's say first we take P of A, then we take P of B. Let's first write A. What is value of A we have taken first class? What is the probability of A, guys? You have to write like this way. Separate. Then B. B is how much? 0.6. A and B is how much? 0.045. You want A union B. You have to write this manually. There is no shortcut. A plus B minus same answer you're getting over here. So additional theorem, multiplication theorem, base theorem, it is manual. There is no automate function. Clear? Any question can ask, please. Then you can compute. If you have this data like this way, can you find probability of gender for male? 2/3, you have to write. That is manual only. There is no automate. Then you have to take value counts. In 2 × 2 = 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 = 4. 2 × 2 Count of total. Clear, guys? Do you want me to solve and share this also manually? This is okay. There is no automate. You have to do manual. Any question, guys? Now we have remaining Z test. We done. Okay, I'll give you an overview, guys. We done with T-test, Pen and Python, ANOVA, chi-square, F-test. Yes. Remaining is Z. This is remaining. I have used Python code, auto code. F-test we have written manual code. Then we have probability. You're not present for ANOVA? Absolutely. Then we have probability we have done in Python. Addition theorem, multiplication theorem, guys, you have to do manually. This is manual code writing. Okay, important one. That is the only topic remaining from my side. Of mean and variance something. You want me to re-explain? I'll do that. I'll do. Don't worry. Guys, first I will go to two sample tests. Okay. One sample is a manual function. Yes. Can you open two samples that test, please? Two samples that test. Everyone open two samples that test. We have written this examination, this example. An examination was given for two sample of two classes. First class, second class, see over here. From the stats model, I want to do S test. In S test, I want to do Z test. Next, first return greater value, greater than small. Then next we have to compute standard error, which is 1.6. How I get this? Okay. 8 square is how much, guys? 40. I specified as two-sided, difference always be 0. .49 round off to 2.5. This is your p-value. B. If you want, I will properly write and copy and paste for you. Guys, I'm just framing for yours, for you. Just give me a second. An example which we have. H naught H1. Clear, readable, guys. If I share this file with you, sufficient for you. It is two-sided, I've written two-sided. Now, second example, what we have solved for this? The second example we have taken. This was the second example. This was your first example. First example, second example. What is the hypothesis we have written over here? Anyone can different two classes are between the district A and B. A. Sorry guys, we just reconnected. I have just written the data, nothing I've done on screen. So second example where we have taken a man yield, two different, we have district A and B, okay? And district A is less than district B. So it becomes straightly one-sided, okay? First we write mean, second mean. Standard deviation means we have to compute like by this way. 10 divided by 100 square, 12 square divided by 150, which is 1.4. This becomes for me a standard error. Let me do a spelling mistake. It will give me option to write lower. 1 second, okay? Let me check what we write over here. Smaller or large? So here we have smaller. Same answer. Cross check. 7.14. Right, the first number we have written for what? Bigger one? Which B or A? So here we have B greater than A. So here we will have larger. So be sure when you read the code. Clear? So what we do over here in this case, what is the conclusion? If you look at the p-value is 4.5 e raised to minus. So here we say we reject S naught and there is a difference. Clear? Same way guys, we have done for the first one also. Let me repeat again. Okay. Now here we have second example. If we say A is less than B and value of B is 210. Value of A is 220. So 220 is greater. Whichever comes first, you have to specify that. You can write two-sided. It does not make large too high heavy difference. Answer slightly vary. This will remain same. Only changes happens over here in the p-value. In your syllabus, guys, you just have two-sided, but I teach you both. Every time when you solve either in assessment or in your LMS examination or in class, you have to use two-sided. But I make you aware one side also concept is also there. Till you're clear is two sample, simple. You just have to use one line code. How much time will it take to solve on pen paper? More. Software will take. If I have not teach you pen paper and I teach you software, you will understand. But heavy hota. Some topic will become bouncer for you also. Now guys, I need to go to one sample. Let's open one sample. Tell me what is the formula we have. X bar minus mu. So means can I say X bar value will pass, mu value will pass, sigma value will pass, and n value will pass. X minus mu, sigma divided by square root of n. Same formula we have done manually. I've made Z. I convert this Z to give me P value. Okay. This lower and upper we not needed. Delete this, which is required P value. We don't have. We have, but the answer is not exactly matching. The way it matches for the below, for one sample, it's not matching exactly. Now, in one sample, guys, what is the data we have taken? Same data. As I'm making in front of you, you should be aware, same example we have solved. It's a reason. Till you're clear. I call example number 1. What is hypothesis we have taken? Can you frame and give me? What do you say? There is no significant difference between sample mean and weight of Mumbai. Weight of Mumbai student. Clear? What is the p value, guys, after putting every data? What we say? We reject. Because if you say p value is 1.1 e raised to minus 36. Clear. Easy, guys. Sample 1, run the test, conclusion. Same way we have done two examples was it or only one? What is the data we have taken? This one. We'll cross check the numbers one time. How much? 18.6. 4 point something. Clear. Nini, the formula is made with the sign with the programmer, but it's not matching as with the book. My suggestion, the notes I'm giving for that only. It's fine because I have already done the research work. Use this one. Copy this. Paste over there. This is cross check done by you. The rest other will be right. Which one? I'm not getting a question, please. Yes. Inbuilt function is not working for me. I have cross-checked. So it may possible some issue may have. I have my laptop. That's why I make a automate function for you. You can cross-check this one. Run to data, no? Match okay, no? Z value 4.28. So that it is your opinion how you want to work. Let me share this file with you. Guys, all the tests, all the probabilities, everything I've uploaded on Drive, cross-check one time. We've done T test, we have done F test, we have done Z test, and so on. Guys, when to use T test? What is the use of T test? Let's do a small summary report. This is used to compare mean. When to use ANOVA? More than 2 means, but we compare mean only. F test, variance. Z test, we compare mean, but sample is more 30. Over here, then we have chi-square test. When to use chi-square? Data category, simple way. Really clear. T test, F test, Z test clear for you guys. We cover all 5, plus we also cover probability. Now, guys, anything you want me to repeat from my side? I'm done with your syllabus. We can keep like this way. One day buffering. Tomorrow will be a discussion. Come up with your doubts. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss your chi-square, your t-test. First, at least study and come. Okay. Study all the Python code in terms of theory and Python. Don't solve example. Okay. From my side is done. Any question can ask please. If you want, you can write this one, guys. It will be useful for you. I'll break and just give you 1 second. Number of column less than or equal to 2. ANOVA, same for mean. And less than 30. But number of column has to be more than 2. One sample, two sample. But lesson 2, you know. Lesson 2 indicate हो जाएगा मतलब one sample का भी population का भी sample का वो तो है dependence आज पहली बार ऐसा हमारा सिलेबस तो जल्दी नहीं हो गया 20 मिनट So guys, if you're done, we can stop. So guys, task for tomorrow, Anisha Ragni, study everything in Python. Plus read in your book, pen paper. Read from book, solve in Python. Study and come, whatever doubts you have, write and come. Tomorrow we'll do a discussion. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow will be.
Sir, will you repeat again once, please?
I'm saying, study and come. The t-test, ANOVA, f-test, z-test, chi-square, probability, everything in Python. And whatever doubts you have, write and come. Tomorrow I'll solve your doubts.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop now. Done for the day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.